Good morning, party people. So, today we're going to have a chat about unclear goals and expectations. And for me, expectations is it's a big thing that everybody should be aware of because we walk around with a lot of expectations on people, on life. And hey, I haven't seen you in like 5,000 years, Miss Annette. Um, so expectations will fail you. Let's just get that out there. Let's just be real that every single time you have an expectation on somebody else, you're failing yourself because of the fact that nobody can show up like you, right? We go into relationships, we have friendships, right? Where we give 1,000% and good morning, we expect somebody else to give that 1,000 back to us. And when they don't give it back, you're disappointed, you're mad, you're angry for the rest of the day. Like, what in reality is the result of getting mad at somebody? And hear me when I say this. I'm gonna raise my hand because I'm big at it, right? Like growing up, we weren't taught to take a breath and not respond. I'm trying to look at Facebook and Instagram. So if I look left, look right, y'all just forgive me. I'm working on the camera situation. So I'm gonna sit back. Anyway, anytime you set yourself up for disappointment, really, right? Because you go into a relationship and you expect that person to show up differently. And when they can't stand up to your expectation, you got problems, right? And then that's how problems turn into bigger problems. Hey, Jess. But when we decide, like it's all about deciding. We decide what we want out of something, right? So reality, let's talk about some goals. People go into life and they got big ass goals. We got big goals. But reality, sometimes I'm not saying that you can't have big goals, but let's talk about some ways we can break those goals down to smaller steps to get you to that big thing. Because here's the biggest thing. We go into a goal with an expectation is going to be amazing, right? If you come on a Facebook and you expect all your friends to support you, and then they don't even look left at you. They don't look right at you. They don't even like your damn post. Then you get disappointed and you're mad because you had this big goal you came on to Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is you came on to. For the people that are normally, you post something ratchet, they all up in you, liking, loving all the things. You post a half naked ass picture, they loving you. But the minute you like, hey y'all, I got this deal for you, I got this idea, I got this thing, y'all want to do this, they be like, ain't not today, Satan, right? So let's talk about 5 ways. And let me talk about why 5 is a great number, right? Because we talk about numbers, we talk about universe, we talk about numerology, all the things. Number 5 is abundant state of mind. When you feel rich spiritually, your physical life will reflect it. That's why I like 5. So everybody like, oh, this raw with her 5. 5 is good. So break down large goals and into smaller achievable goals. So mind mapping. Not sure how many people know about mind mapping. Big goal in the middle, small goals around the edges. Start knocking out the little things to get to your big thing. It's nothing wrong with going small steps by step, right? We can't jump up steps. If you jump up a step, just know you may miss and fall on your face. Just remember that, right? We trying to do them big jumps. I know you skip steps, you go up, as an adult, you jump and you skip in steps. But kids, we got to take it. Remember, they take them step by step because they don't want to fall. So remember, take small steps, right? Making sure your goals are something you can realistically attain. Can you do it? Can you do it? Is it something that, I'm not gonna say everything's impossible, right? But sometimes we have to say, can something be done within a year? If it cannot, do not put a year goal on it, because when you fail, hey Charlene, when you fail or when something doesn't work the way you expected, you quit. You go back. You're like, it didn't work. I'm done. Nothing ever works out for me, right? Like that's people's thought process, saying like, okay, I'm gonna keep moving forward. Now people like, I'm quitting. That shit didn't work the first time. Okay, dummy. Because when you started walking when you was a child, the first time, if you had quit the first time you started walking, what would have happened? So, okay, number 3, right? Set a timeline. Realistic timeline, guys, so you can measure your progress. Don't just jump out and be like, oh, I can do this in a year. Okay, what's the plan? What is the plan to get you where you want to go? Do you have a calendar? Do you have something to help you. I mean, shoot, use a piece of paper, but write it down. Write it down. All right. So number 4 is ask for some feedback from somebody you know and trust, right? Here's the deal. I hear it all the time, right? People say, don't ask for advice from somebody you wouldn't trade bank accounts with. Now, that's some good ass advice, I say myself. Do not ask somebody who is struggling or who is continuously coming to you with some negative energy what they think you should do. Because the moment you let yourself, I'm gonna say lower, because you're lowering your standards for somebody who, if you come into a space and you're like, yes, let's do this, it's such a great day, and they're like, this day sucks, every day sucks. Why the hell you asking them for their opinion? They gonna think your idea sucks, and all they gonna do is push more negative to you. So we're gonna move on from negative Nancy, and we're gonna look for somebody else. Sometimes we have to be willing to leave the negative alone and not even try. Listen, they're not worth the time. They're not. And fight me on it if you want, but negative people will never get anywhere because they always want misery, love company, don't it? All right. So number 5 is list the benefits and the rewards that you will gain from achieving your goals, right? So you want to start a business. What's that benefit? Hey, your bank will be banging, right? Like all the things that you allow yourself to get into. It's always the benefit in the end. It's always what you get out of it, right? Are you helping somebody else? Are you doing something to achieve what you want? Sometimes we allow people to stop us. And here's the deal. People are always people. They're going to always do what they want, when they want, how they want. It's how you want your life to go. Because if we stand here and worry about what people think, how they think, what they think, what they going to think of me? At this point, why the hell does it matter what they're going to think of you? Because are they helping you? If they ain't helping you, I'm not going to say it. I mean, I already cursed several times, but I ain't going to say the other things. But just remember, when we set out to achieve our goals, remember, expectations will always fail you. So come into a situation in realistic time, right? Like, do not allow other people to stop your grind. They're not in it. And if you ain't grinding, it's okay. Use a different word. Don't let people kill your dreams. Don't let people stop you from achieving what you want to achieve. They're not going to help you. There's always somebody that's going to pull you down. Somebody out there talking about don't trust nobody. No. I'm telling you to be very mindful of the people you surround yourself with and who you think, right? Because we think people got our backs. And that finger could be right next to you. Just be mindful of the things that you allow to invade your energy, because what we do is all about energy. Everything is about energy. We waste time, money on people, things that don't deserve our time or energy. Just remember that. So I appreciate you guys sharing this time with me. I will be back again tomorrow to talk about something else. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.